welcome everybody. Woo! You are live with Joan of Angels. And in case you noticed something new tonight, we are actually with Spirituality Gone Wild. We have made the great miracle upgrade to higher ground, joining with our collaborative Spiritual Gone Wild, crazy love bugs, and very excited to announce that. So as part of that shift to higher ground, we're going to talk about miracles tonight, but as part of that shift, so much is really happening as we go current with the 2020 with new energies. And so I'm just excited to share that with you. And for those of you who I may be new to, I am Dr. Joan Hangarter, also known as Joan of Angels, for the art that I paint, the messages that I bring, the love that I share, and the miracles that I teach. And so when we talk tonight on really upgrading our energy, all right, really stepping into higher ground, what in the world does that mean? And it means that when we step into the concept of miracles, we allow a very special, certain energy to come through us. And this energy allows us to attract that which we want. Now, some of us call it miracles. I have called it miracles my entire life. Why? Well, I don't know. By the time I was 28 years old, I didn't even think I was going to have a future at that point when I was young. I didn't think I was going to live past 28. And I think when I made it to 28 and I decided I was going to be a chiropractor, I was chosen to be a chiropractor, I realized it was a miracle that I actually had a life plan, a vision, something that was going to be all encompassing. And that excitement, that passion, that purpose, that mission became my miracle. So a miracle that I really want to talk to you about is how do we use these miracles inside of us to really launch those changes for unexpected happiness, unexpected joy. And honestly, guys, it's like having a switch, and I call it the miracle switch. And so tonight is Miracle Monday. We've been doing Miracle Monday for the past year or two, I think, maybe 3. I think I always get back to doing Miracle Monday. I'm not sure if it's the alliteration, or Monday Miracles, Miracle Monday, Moon Day, Monday Miracles. There's a lot about the energy in the beginning of the week. And so the beginning of the week is when we really sit down and we decide who am I, what am I here to do, and how do I want to do it. And that's how I started Miracle Monday. I started Miracle Monday after I was told to design these cards. They're called Miracle Messages, and they are the messages from the masters of miracles. And they came to me and said, Joan, you need to do this card. And actually our host, Debbie Garcia, is the one who designed the cards. Now, when they came to me, they started to share with me that I needed to go back live to share with you and teach you the art and skills of really manifesting your dreams. And so we began Miracle Monday right after a dear friend of mine died from a drug overdose. Now, he's been my second friend that recently died from alcohol and drug addiction. And it's sad because I had taken it for granted that my friend was going to be healed and that my friend had recovered. And I had forgotten that just like miracles is a moment by moment, everyday change of our attitudes, so is recovery. And so my dear friend Brian had been in recovery for years. And then in that split second, in that heartbeat, he regressed. He had a long weekend off. He was supposed to come here to the sanctuary because he had bought a painting from me, Archangel Michael. And he was coming that day on Monday. And I woke up on Monday and I knew he wasn't coming. I just knew it. And sure enough, I went into my own panic. Where is Brian? And I had to start my Miracle Monday the night he had supposed to be here. And I literally felt him in the house as an angel. and he was standing in the hallway. He was half Archangel Michael and half him. And I didn't have official confirmation he had passed, but he was standing there with his sword. And his message to me was, Joan, you must face forward now. You must bring out your work. You must share miracles so that people know and understand it's a moment by moment thing. It has to do with shifting our consciousness and then laying a track of repetition, so that when we have time off, like my beloved friend Brian did have time off, rather than think that he was, quote, healed and he can do anything, right? Now, and that could happen at any time or place for any of us guys, just so you know. And so Brian had an overdose. He took heroin, and he hadn't even done it for years. He had been clean and sober, but he had been starting to test himself, and I guess he thought he can handle it. Meanwhile, here I am in the studio getting more and more upset. And I have this very shy part of me that was always reticent about running out live, you know. And I saw Brian there saying, Joan, you cannot hide in the closet anymore. You are needed here to help people, help our people remember your goals, remember your dreams, remember your mission. Why? Because if Brian had tapped into it that night, if he had tapped in and maybe he could have taken that second before he began his deep dive into his drugs of choice, I guess. But having that sense of mission and purpose ingrained in us does and will keep us from falling down the wayside. It can and will keep you focused on where you are going. So guys, you're with Joan of Angels. It is Miracle Monday. I'm on a brand new platform, not even exactly sure how I see. Oh, this is kind of funny. Let's see if I can figure it out a little bit. Normally, because look at this. Okay, someone's talking to me. Guys, it's a new platform for me, and I have not been able to quite figure out how to see you. So yeah, I see you now, Rachel. Why don't you ask the question, and then I can know what's on your mind. And Adriana, hi, sweetheart. As I learn to use this new format, which is a little different for me than the browsers that I was using. Okay. Oh, I thought, okay. Oh, I see you all now. See, okay, now this is the miracle for me. I can see you over here. And some of my friends, Tina Marie. We have Shamel. Oh, my goodness, how beautiful to see you, Shamel. Kat, the goddess, good morning from Malaysia. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so nice to see you. Why don't you ask your question when you have a chance, and bear with me. So this is the last night of Miracle Monday. Now, on Miracle Mondays, I actually bring forth messages from the divine, messages from the Masters of Miracles. And this is going to be the last time I do this on Miracle Monday. And some of you have been asking me, why, Joan, why? And one of the reasons is that I am going to be going to a larger platform, as I said, and so I have decided, or I can't even say I decided. About 3 or 4 months ago, during the summer, during the height of the pandemic, of course, we're still back in the height, I was guided I heard a voice, and the voice, because I get nudges all the time, the voice said, look, Joan, you're the only Joan of Angels on the planet. And I went, wow, I hadn't even thought of that. And if you don't use it, there'll be another Joan of Angels. In fact, one of my dear friends told me a few weeks ago, her birthday is the same as mine, you know who you are, that when I was told to paint 33 angels in 30 days, she was also told to paint 33 angels in 30 days. Well, I don't know if it was exactly 33 angels. You can let us know that, but it was angels. She was asked to paint angels. And she had, at that point, too much to do, couldn't actually follow through with that. But I did. I said yes. And the miracles happen when you say yes. So, yes, show me the way. Yes, I'm ready. Yes. And so, in this ask and ye shall receive mantra, because I love that, ask and we shall receive. Once I heard that about Joan of Angels, I realized it's not the time to go to cave. It's really the time to bring out who we are and stepping into your leadership. And so when we are on the miracle path, then our leadership, who we are, we can evolve to our best self. We can learn how to step into our purpose and not only launch miracles and the miraculous for ourselves, but to be that miracle maker for those around us. And when we say yes, spirituality goes wild, okay? When we say yes, your entire life will change. But it starts with the asking. So over the last few months, I've really become much clearer on the asking and putting out to the universe what I want. I want to be ordained a minister. Why? Because for the last 30 years, I was ordained 40 years ago. Okay, wow, that's a long time. Yes, I was ordained 40 years ago as a minister in the movement of spiritual inner awareness. And the day I was ordained was extremely profound. I felt like I was getting married to God, really, if you can imagine that. And I asked, well, actually, yeah, I did. I said, well, what is my ministry? What am I supposed to do? And in those days, so my tribe, they told me, well, you're here to be you. Just be you. If you are just you, then people will have an experience. Well, for a 30-year-old, that's very complicated, okay? Just so you know, just be you, okay? Now, all the other people ordained with me had big missions. You're to teach these teachings. You're to inspire people. You're to marry people. You're to hold seminars with people. No, I was supposed to walk in a room and just be me. Now, I did try that, and I will tell you that I was always upset with myself that I wasn't doing my ministry, because just being me just didn't seem like right? Because I didn't know I was enough then. And so over the next few years, there was a problem within that spiritual group, and the teacher really didn't show ethics, and I left the movement of spiritual inner awareness. And so for the last 35 years, 40 years, I've really been on my own, first as a teacher, a chiropractor, a spiritual teacher, a healer, a wisdom teacher, an artist, etc., a miracle teacher, writing books on miracles, etc. Okay. But recently, I've had this thought that I've wanted to have more confirmation, not from spirit, because I get confirmation all the time from spirit, and my angels talk to me, but kind of a recognition or a turning up of my light, turning up of that power, that energy that runs through me, turning up that connection with Source, with God, with the angelic realms, with all that is beyond and all that is the miraculous. And so part of asking and ye shall receiving is I asked Spirit, I said, I would like to be ordained. And within a few days, all right, while working with my beautiful teacher, my healer, my teacher, my mentor, Dr. Sharon, said, I will ordain, shall receive, which gets down to what are you asking for? So in the comments, by the way, just learning how to manage this program here tonight. comments. Oh my goodness. Now I'm looking and I'm seeing some of you. Kay, there's Kay. Robin, I have not seen you forever, Robin from Baja. How very nice to see you. Okay, perfect. So what I'm looking for,
healer, my
I
teacher,
shouldn't have done
my
that. Okay,
mentor.
stop. See, I'm playing with it at the same time, and I probably shouldn't. All right, and I'm running around looking to see who else is on here. Good. All right. I'm not even sure what I did now. I love it. But my confidence is way up there, guys, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now, going back to understanding everything, right? Asking, you shall receive. Dr. Sharon came and did a house clearing. And it was the new moon last month, 30 days ago. Okay, exactly. And she came in the house and she called in the 4 directions and she said, write down, what is it you want, and write it down. And I wrote down, okay, I'm going to ask for really big things. And I asked for my health, for the teeth and my age to take me to the next level. And the next day, and I went outside that night and I said the same thing. It was like an affirmation. My teeth are amazing. They're beautiful. They're healthy. And a shooting star flew by. And the next day I found out that was possible for me. And then I said, all in the same week, the new moon. So letting you know that we can all go outside when this is over and set our intentions with that new moon. First of all, it's Miracle Monday, which is actually Miracle Moon Day. And when we set our intentions with the new moon, then the new moon, and with the energy and the planetary alignments as they are right now, moving into the November, December 2020 powerful alignments that are causing upheaval, chaos, and stepping into a new age. Okay, so these alignments are possible. What's the next thing I asked for? I said, I want a larger platform. And the very next day or the day after, I was really guided to reach out to my friends at Spirituality Gone Wild. And here I am. So my question to you is, are you asking for what you want? Now, I know that's a loaded question, right? Because up until recently, what I wanted was kind of vague, all right? I wanted to get through the pandemic. I wanted to survive. I wanted clients. I wanted to help people. I didn't want to be alone. I wanted to stay healthy, wealthy, and happy. I wanted to stay motivated. At the same time, there was a part of me that wanted to have my own interesting experience and break down a bit. At the same time, my guides were letting me know that it's only in that path of service and gratitude that we can actually go into higher ground and call in the miracles. Okay, so what am I really saying? But, okay, I didn't actually know what I wanted. Okay, the pandemic happened and I said, oh, I'm moving to Florida, I'm moving to Santa Fe, I'm moving to Sedona, I'm just moving. Actually, the truth is I don't want to go anywhere. I'm in the right place for me, all right? So settling down and understand what is working for you, who you are, what is your real purpose and mission, lays the foundation, for you to be able to ask for what you want and set that manifestation, that attraction into the universe. Because I know that thoughts are real. And they're so real that, so sometimes I have the experience when I'm doing readings for people, or even when they're just in the room with me. I was adjusting a dear friend of mine the other day, and suddenly I saw her as the fairy godmother in Cinderella's fairy godmother from the Disney movie. So, she's really cute, Cinderella, running around with her magic wand, right? And so my friend's on the table over there, because I still do practice chiropractic occasionally. So my friend's on the table and I'm laying hands on her. It's like, oh my God, I actually see you not just as Cinderella's grandmother, but I actually see you around my room dancing all around the room. And I actually didn't know she'd been indulging in all of the Cinderella movies, but I felt her energy of the godmother, right? The fairy godmother. And that happens a lot when we put our intentions out. Thoughts are real. Imagine you walk into a room, right? You've all had this experience where you're in a great mood, say, and you walk in a room and everyone's depressed, moody, and heavy. Chaos and drama. What does that do to you? Well, I don't know about you, but it doesn't make me feel much better. It's pretty, usually what will happen is that your energy will get fed off of, your friends will feel better, and you will feel worse, lower. Or if you're the one walking in the room and your energy frequency is high vibration and you're a room full of low vibration, knowing where you're walking, a really good clue would be to hold your energy really solid and remembering who you are so you don't sink down to their level. And all of this is really part of asking for what we want, because if we know, say, that we want financial success, okay, say you want your business to grow, then to have your business grow, important for you, first of all, to remember why Spirit would want your business to grow. Now, your business is something that came to you because Spirit said, look Kay, look Tina Marie, look Joan, these are your gifts, and you probably woke up one day with a vision of doing something. So we go by the assumption that the visions that you have came from Spirit, came from Source, and you're meant to act upon them. So step one on mastering miracles, guys, is really learning who we are. Maybe step 1, 2, and 3, learning who we are and what we're here to do first, all right? And we learn that by breaking it down to our best gifts, our best skills, kind of et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's fun sound of music. No, I'm sorry, The King and I, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I saw it recently. Now, and that was the king who would make his demands met, and then he'd say, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm sharing a lot about miracles and asking, ye shall receive. So we're going to magnetize your miracles tonight. And as I said, I'm now scrolling around the platform to actually see who's here. All right, let's see. We need to click to check on my 93 mother. Aha, I'm wondering if she's in Baja with you. Completely drained when that happens, right? Yes. So you guys kind of get it. It's really nice to see you all. Good. All right. So what kinds of things are you asking for? And I'm going to give you a clue. All right. Now we can ask for anything we want. Absolutely. Yes, it's true. But I will say this, Spirit has a way that when we are asking in support of others, when we are finding ways to serve, then we get more of our miracles back. In other words, when I lost everything, I launched the Miracle Makers Club many years ago when my kids and I lost everything. And we knew we needed a miracle. And what I find so interesting is that I am launching the Miracle Makers Club over the next few weeks. Hopefully it's just the next few weeks. Not because I need a miracle anymore, but because I am in the position now, having worked with myself, worked with my energy, worked in helping myself step up to higher ground, okay? Working with myself for that we want to help others We want to help others step into their own mastery. So beautiful ones, that's kind of the purpose of the Miracle Makers Club, to teach you how you can walk your path of miracles. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I hope it does. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to take another deep breath right now. Good. This is water that is actually comes from a glass jar in which there's a crystal in the bottom, a clear quartz crystal that's been magnetized. And this quartz crystal magnetizes my water so that when I drink the water and I take it in, it literally starts to transform my own energy inside to health, to vitality, and to the level and vibrational frequency of miracles, higher vibrations, manifesting our ideas and our intentions into a reality, taking it from here and bringing it out in here, all in the mode of focusing your gifts, focusing the ways that you serve, focusing the ways that you help others, focusing the ways that when you are empowered in your own work, sharing your gifts, you're literally turning around just like that and helping someone else who has been waiting for you to wake up. You're helping them remember who they are so they can in turn turn around and help others. They call this paying it forward. And when we pay it forward, we're in the highest service to humanity at all times. And when we're in the highest service to humanity, Source or Spirit wants us to have more, right? And then we can say, thank you, bring me more. And that's where our abundance comes. That's where that which we are stepping into happens for us. So dearest ones, it's very, very important that as we ask in order to receive, we also learn how to give back, learn how to recycle, right? Recycle our prayers, recycle our affirmations, recycle our skills and our gifts so that we're in a state of offering them to the world, to those who need them. And so back in the summer, it was like I got a tap on the shoulder to remind me once again that I didn't choose just to be a private citizen, and probably neither did many of you. I chose to be in service of humanity. I chose to walk with the path of Joan of Angels when they called me. So the question is what path are you walking? What is your higher ground? What choices are you making to be the best that you can be? All right. Now, I know that I promised you readings, and actually, guys, we are not going to be able to do those tonight, and I have to apologize for that. But as you know, I had surgery a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to have to sign off right now. I'm going to be back live tomorrow at 8 a.m. with Debbie Garcia, Spirituality Gone Wild. And I will be back next Monday night for the Miracle Makers Club. You will be live with Joan of Angels. I am so excited to welcome you. And I just appreciate all of you being with me now. All right. Love to all of you. And we will see you next week.